Hello and welcome everyone to this WarCraft replay. This time it's not gonna be featuring a human player, it's gonna be featuring ReMinD as the Blue Night Elf versus Lyn as the Blue Orc. Um, got mixed around. ReMind's the Red Night Elf. Night Elf versus Orc matchup. This is gonna be on the HiNiceCup edition of Ancient Isles. I believe that's the name of the map. Hopefully I got that right. And if I didn't, well, it's always in the description. Okay, so I do apologize once again for casting quite a bit of human players in the past week. Hopefully this will change, but that totally depends on what pro players actually do. So it's been a while since, I'm not even sure if I even casted a Night Elf versus Orc. But still, might as well. What are we gonna see? We are gonna see the Ancient of War right next to that ogre camp. Surprisingly enough, it's far enough for that camp not to draw aggro to that Ancient of War. What ReMinD is basically doing is training up an archer, and then hopefully at the same time as that demon hunter gets trained, that Ancient of War will uproot itself and tank for the Night Elf army. First of all, it's gonna eat some trees in order to regenerate its health, and you can basically see right there. If a creep does get low on health, the units can basically just redirect their attention to someone else. We are indeed gonna see a Blade Master come for Lyn, and Lyn is not gonna go for any harassive strategies as there is no Voodoo Lounge built up. That Blade Master, however, is still very good at creeping, even if he only has one other Orc Grunt to provide the DPS. Picks up a Circle of Nobility, a moderately very useful item in the early game, especially since that's more commonly bought from that Goblin Merchant. But it's always nice to save about 150 gold. Demon Hunter is nearly at level 2. He does have claws attack plus 6. I believe that Blade Master would love those claws taken away from that Demon Hunter, but we shall see. Blade Master looks like he is gonna go and quickly sell that Scroll Town portal and buy another Circle Nobility.
Player's forces are under attack.
I don't know what Lyn was actually building. I believe that was a Voodoo Lounge. Yes, it was. It was quickly cancelled for some ever reason. While ReMind's Moonwells are going to take quite a hit. However, this Moonwell will be finished constructing and regain its fortified armor. It is indeed nighttime, and that archer can easily shadow meld. Unfortunately, Lyn was prepared with a Dust of Appearance and took down that archer. Now it looks like Wisps actually very nicely hiding themselves behind the trees with some, I guess, unique control. Ancient of War is continuously eating the trees to make a pathway to that 533 creep camp. Demon Hunter is still at level 1. He is gonna get a little bit of wax from those axes. He did manage to get off a mana burn, deducting the amount of windwalks used by 1, as we saw there. Wisp is gonna act itself as a hiring Wisp, and maybe, possibly, either Zeppelin or maybe a Goblin Shredder. ReMind's made himself a very nice wall with Moonwells. However, his Ancient of Wonders is gonna take a beating. Will be placed somewhere else, and we do have a very short surround on that Demon Hunter. However, that Demon Hunter is accompanied with Moonwells. Beastmaster is going to be hired up for ReMinD as a second hero. Either a bear would be very nice, or Quillbeast. Oh, Blademaster is very low, and without that Scroll Town portal that he sold earlier, he does lose that Blademaster. That was actually a very nice move with ReMinD. Unfortunately, that was, I guess, a misplay for Lin, as those grunts were actually part of the blame. As he pathed that Blademaster. Lin is currently at tier 2 and is getting his Spirit Lodge Bestiary. This grunt will be taken down by that creep camp. And pretty much pointless chase. Bestiary Spirit Lodge always pointing towards Spirit Walkers and Raiders. ReMinD does have 2 Quillbeasts out. That is quite a bit of piercing damage. Unfortunately, grunts are heavy armor, and they don't really reduce or take as much damage. ReMinD is gonna solo this null creep camp along with his Ancient of War. I wouldn't say solo, but still. Let's see what item is gonna be picked up from ReMinD. Assuming that this... There we go, another close attack +6. That Demon Hunter is going to hit quite hard, even harder than that Blademaster himself, not counting the critical strikes. There's going to be a lot of purge on these grunts, but these grunts don't actually need to be purged, although that healing self will be interrupted. Troll Warlord will be taken down, and hopefully another item, a Book of the Dead. I'm not sure if that's good enough. I think that'll probably be sold for more gold. Unless he actually intends to use that. Book of the Dead basically uses corpses. No, just just straight up summons 4 skeletal minions and archers. Yeah. So we're gonna have quite a bit of summoned units for ReMinD's army. Oh, he does actually sneak past. There we go, Book of the Dead, Skeletal Warriors, and Skeletal Archers. These Orc Bros will be taken down. But there is a Turned Chieftain out, so he will probably deal quite a bit of AoE. I guess AoE damage. ReMinD is actually doing quite a bit of damage, even though he is losing his skeletons. Beastmaster will get to level 2 and will probably train up a Hawk. Beastmaster, however, ooh, he was taken down at the last second, and that gives level 3 to that Blademaster. Blademaster has triple circles of nobility. Wow, I guess he really intends to make up for that Blademaster being killed earlier. Right now, Lin, I assume he... where did these guys come from? They're probably not taken down before. ReMinD is gonna go for Mass Druids of the Talent, so that's gonna be a lot of crowd control available for ReMinD, as these Druids do have Cyclone, and he is getting his Beastmaster back. Lin just gonna scout around and see that mass of Druids of Talon. Let's see. Honestly, that's Druid of Talon, I guess. Very good choice, especially since there's Raiders in the enemy army. Raiders who have heavy armor will take extra damage from magic attacks. Although grunts do not. Actually, grunts do. Oh, Raiders don't. Other way around. Raiders have normal armor, while grunts have heavy armor. Looks like ReMinD will slowly... No, he will not lose that Druid of the Talon. Fairy Fire on that Blademaster, as well as a Hawk. Hawk does have, I believe, True Sight, so he will be able to see invisible units. There's the Cyclone on the Blademaster, another Cyclone on the Raider. One of the Raiders will be Focus Fired, Disenchant on that Cyclone uh, unit, we do have one of the Druids of the Talon being taken down. Spirit Link for Lin's army, able to, I guess, mitigate damage and share them along with the army of the Orc player. However, ReMinD does have squishy Druids of the Talon. One-on-one fight with ReMinD's Druid of the Talon and Raider. Raider was taken down by a very low HP Druid of the Talon. Cyclone continues to being used. Unfortunately, mana will eventually run out. Beastmaster will be taken down for a second time, and things aren't looking good for ReMinD as he did lose his second hero twice. Heroes will be 3-3 versus, I believe, 3-2. And looks like, I guess, the hero advantage will go to Lin. However, unit composition and control will have to go to ReMinD. If he keeps those Cyclones up, he can actually make it there. He does higher up at the Goblin Tinker, and he did put down that Pocket Factory. Pocket Factory will continuously make Clockwork Goblins, as you can see here. Cyclone continues being used. Spirit Walkers will have to conserve their mana for the Spirit Links instead of wasting on the Disenchant. We could have a little surround here, but no. Peons were pulled out of the line in order for the attention to be drawn elsewhere. Lin is currently 41 over 60, while ReMinD is 45 over 60. Lin is being pushed away and pushed back to his own base. Goblin Tinker, I am actually surprised that a third hero will actually appear. Beastmaster has finally been retrained, and what is gonna happen? Orb of Venom has been purchased by that Demon Hunter. A level 3 Demon Hunter with Orb of Venom, not really commonly seen, as that Demon Hunter usually level 4 or 5. Mana Stone, a very good mana regeneration item for the Turn Chieftain, especially if he's gonna use Shockwave. Are we gonna see a third hero coming in from Lin? No, we will not. He will concentrate and hopefully use those heroes well. Tinker almost level 2. I don't know what the second ability will be. Most likely a Missile Barrage. Mercenary Camp is gonna be attacked by Lin. We'll be quickly taking down that Red Drake and hopefully dropping off a very nice item. Raider was taken down a little too late, but there we go. Robe of Magi plus 6. I can't rate that item. Peon being taken down, as I just saw. What is going on? Devotion Aura has been picked up, so it's a Lionhorn of the Stormwind on that Beastmaster. +1 armor for basically every unit of the Night Elves. Very nice item, I guess. Which is same as every other aura item. Close attack +9, I believe, was dropped. Yeah, and was picked up by that Beastmaster. Beastmaster will be dealing quite a bit of damage, while preserving that Demon Hunter, I guess. Fairy Fire is being focused, I guess. No, we just have one Fairy Fire. Oh, am I saying Fairy Fire? I meant Fairy Dragon. But there will be Troll Bat Rider. Troll Bat Rider, essentially an anti-air, I guess a Baneling version of an anti-air Baneling version. No, wait, what? Never mind. And as you can see, that Fairy Dragon was killed. Level 4 on that Turn Chieftain, as well as level 2 Endurance Aura. Yeah. Looks like we might have a little engagement, although these Spirit Links kind of a bit too early. Oh, but These heroes might actually be caught out of position. No, they will not. Goblin Tinker will not be focus fired. It will be the Beastmaster, Disenchant, invulnerability on that Beastmaster. Where is the Goblin Tinker? Goblin Tinker not actually in danger of any sorts. We do have the Missile Barrage stunning and dealing damage. We do have continuous Cyclones on that Beastmaster. Disenchant is being used on and on again until mana is actually out. Raiders who have normal armor will not be taking additional damage from those magic attacks from the Druid of the Talon. We do have what is called Mana Flare coming in for the Fairy Dragon, damaging any abilities cast, I think. I'm not sure. Druid of the Talon keeping on with their Cyclone. Lin actually looks kind of bad. He does have quite a bit of Spirit Walkers, but they're basically the same as Druids of the Talon. Raiders are low on health, as well as the Druids of the Talon. However, the heroes for ReMinD does have 3 heroes. Where is his Tinker? Tinker is back there. Beastmaster will live to fight another day. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability on that Demon Hunter will be giving quite a surprise. Lin is losing units. There goes another one. Cyclone on that Blade Master. He is out of mana, so he will not be able to Windwalk, and he does not actually have its Scroll Town portal. However, there is a little gap for that Beastmaster to run away, but he will not. Demon Hunter is actually gonna be forced to use that Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Goblin Tinker at level 3. Blade Master was taken down. This looks like GG for Lin. And ReMinD takes game 3. Game 1. Wow, what is wrong with me? Oh, it's not a good day. ReMinD with the curious hero combination with a Beastmaster and a Goblin Tinker at the same time. Very interesting, very good game. Honestly, I would love to see more, which is gonna come soon. Thank you for watching, and just rambling on.